first carry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want enough. They don't want enough.
To throw on second down is Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wrong. Hey. Right, 622. 11B. 11. Okay, 53.
On first down, Locke. And this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
675. Go ahead. Be right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Done. Tempo. Middle. Let it roll.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Marcel Darius in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
675. 12. 53. 12. Hey, easy. 53.
They're going to go. It's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Sunday.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This from 44 yards away. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught at the 25. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Rolling, 12. Let it roll.
On first down, it's long. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 feet. Go ahead.
Off of play action. Luck. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Again, Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He'll get it up the middle. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
wrong. Be right. Hurry. Right.
From the gun, here's Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant from 4 yards out. And the Colts are in for 6. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try.
11B. 12. Go ahead. Rip.
Out of the gun, Luck. Pass incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Clayton Gathers makes the stop. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Nice 39, Lucy. Hank. 11B.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. From the 50, it's Love. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Miles Jack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Wrong. Single, slot. Hey, run it out a little bit. 11B. 12. Tempo. 59.
They are going for it. It's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Spread right, 72.
Fournette, a first down carry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he's got room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Throw left. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Mike 39, Lucy. 372. Lucy.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Green 80.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Be right.
A final shot before the break. Luck. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Right. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And he's going to go down again. Miles Jack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And this is going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
Go ahead. Rip. Be right.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Alert.
They're going to try and throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
We got 3. We got spread left.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Hurry. Be right.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
11. Go ahead. Be right.
On first and 10, Luck. And that'll be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
Throwing again is Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 89 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Here's Hines. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing is Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Right there. All day, baby.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go. That boy got 4. 4 down. Check 3.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Lucy.
Bortles to throw. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 64 yards. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a... And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 75 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Play action. It's Luck. Buying time to his left. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He sets to fire deep. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down.
Let's go, let's go. Monday. Hurry.
They'll try and throw for it here. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Go ahead. Monday. 53.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Richardson able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
674. 11Z. Be right. Middle.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11. Go ahead. 12.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hurry. 12. 11Z. Let it roll.
On first down, it's Luck. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on first.
Go ahead. Middle.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Off of play action, Luck. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Luck. And the pressure gets to him again. Everson Griffin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They snap it to Luck. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That was second down run for Murray. Oh, what a move. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Here we go. Rhino! Wait, your hot! Wait, your hot!
Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Luck throwing again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
First down, here's Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Cousins now. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Anthony Walker coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Final play of the half, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Handoff. It's Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Again, it's Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 36 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, flipper!
Cousins now on 2nd down. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Rudolph showing the power. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, 27 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Colts coming out now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
53.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's locked. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got a man. Complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. From the 50, it's locked. Ebron caught left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Sheldon Richardson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Play action. It's locked. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They go with Murray again. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Cousins from the gun on third. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here's Matt Weil now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 54 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Hey, easy. Hurry, hurry. Done. Middle.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Again, Luck. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Luck on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he is all the way up past the 25. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Throwing here, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37. Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 20. All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And now running right through it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
2nd down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Here we go, 46. Start. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Colts getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
12. Go ahead. 11Z. Monday.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
1, 6, 7. Go ahead. Be right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the others. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Right.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Right. We got three, fellas. We got three. One day. Be right.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Just beating the play clock is Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
We're rolling, 59.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Reggie. On. 6-22.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And give him a gain of 37. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Luck. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Go ahead. 12. 59. Reggie.
Luck on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. So 2 quarters down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Alert, alert. 622. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. 565. 563.
From the gun, here's Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Prescott now on 2nd down. And Beasley with it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. They run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 85 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Here we go, 46. Switch.
Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game, obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield. Just came up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Smith to throw again. And that is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
They are going for it. It's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey.
Smith on first down. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Yellow. Good team.
From the red zone now, Smith. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Go ahead. One day, 53.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Go ahead. Hey, easy.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck looking deep for Hilton. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
We're rolling. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Be right. 622.
They are going for it. It's Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Strong right. Be right.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Locke. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Monday, 53.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
1, 6, 2, 3. Tempo. Go ahead. Rip.
Locke. He's going to fire one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's got some space here.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And here come the Redskins now. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
After the interception, here's Smith. And Davis with it left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Vernon Davis, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Strong right. Be right. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Rip, 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 rip. Alert, alert. Play. 53's the mic. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Set the tone. 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Rolling, rolling. Four down. Flash is 27.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Hurry!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Go ahead. Yeah, easy. 11. Gun.
They snap it to Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Go ahead. 622. Yeah, easy. 59. Yeah, easy.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, John. Check. Settle down, huh?
They'll run with Thompson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Let's go.
3rd and long, it's Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Easy, alert. 565. Be right. Monday.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Go ahead. Let's go. Let it roll.
From the red zone now, Locke. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11. Go ahead. Gun. Reggie.
A shotgun snap for Locke. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, easy. Go ahead. Reggie.
From the gun, here's Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Go. Liz.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. There he goes right side. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
12.
They'll run with Peterson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the interception by the Redskins. D leads to a touchdown. Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for 2 here.
Orange.
Throwing is Smith. And that is incomplete here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Hey, we got 4 now. Spot wide, 6 through 7. Middle. Safety creep. On. Wide, 6 through 3.
Back to throw. Luck. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Mexico, Mexico.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. 12, 12, 12. Tempo, tempo, tempo. 12, 12. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. 12, 12. 12, 12.
Throwing on third down. Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
12, 12, 12. 53. To right. 12, 12, 12.
On first down, it's Long. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, the elusive, slippery guy couldn't get in there, though. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
12, 12. Hurry, hurry. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Reggie. 12, 12, 12.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And this will result in it losing yardage. Back to the 3. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out now come the Redskins.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go. Let's go, 15. Regular. Go right.
Second and 10, Smith again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
12. Liz. Orange. 15.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Liz. 15, yeah. 15.
On first down, Smith. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Richardson. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Yellow. Liz. Yellow.
Again, Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
12. Tiger. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 15, yeah.
To the air again, Smith. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Look, and the Colts come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, Luck. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Play action. It's Luck. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
53. Hurry. One day. 53.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 43 yards. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, easy. Go ahead. 12. No.
Again, Luck. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Gun. To right. Watch 7.
Throwing again is Luck. And his pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down. Right, 675. 12. 1 day, 53. Watch the twist. Go ahead. Middle. Reggie.
Luck throwing again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
3 down. Watch the 7. Go ahead. 11Z.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Smith. And Davis with it left side. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 2nd down, Peterson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Well, it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Peterson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And another timeout taken by the Colts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Hey, 53. Reggie. Gun. Go ahead. Rip.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then the offensive...
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. He'll look to throw, and they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Again, Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spins by, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Mikel Roby brings him down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll run it now out of the guns. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Run! Check down. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. All day, every day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Just beating the play clock is Locke. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here we go on 4th. Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Wide, 622. Check 3. Go ahead. 12. On.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Strong right. Tempo. 11. Go ahead. 59.
Luck on first down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Goff on first down. That is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Goff. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
So he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
622. Color. Safe. Go ahead. Be right. Hey, easy. Go ahead. On.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on the play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On first down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Yeah, easy. Gun. Let's go, Mexico.
Check 13. Check 13.
Key right. 1, 6, 3.
Throwing is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's letting it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. They got him, man. It's Woods. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Goff now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
11Z.
After the interception, it's Love. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Nate Hairston there defensively. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
1, 6, 2, 3, hit it. Go ahead. Reggie.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
12. To your right. 53.
From the gun, here's Love. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
40, easy, alert. Hey, easy. Go ahead. 11. Rip.
They snap it to Locke. He's got it. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run with Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
53.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Be right. 5, 6, 2, 2.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st down, gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 52 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rolling, rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Go ahead. 12. Let it roll.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Monday, 53. Go ahead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun. To your right. On.
Now it's Luck. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Samson Ebukam. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Single receiver.
675.
Let's go.
Go ahead. Monday.
Now Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that's a quality catch right there.
And this is caught at the 8. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
And the Colts coming out now. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.